I'm driving my automobile. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It's a sunny morning. It's 9:40 now. It took me forever at the bank drive-thru this morning. I didn't have quite a pile of checks, so I guess it does take a little more time. I'm headed to the bypass, and I'm going north. Gonna go pick up some friends, and then we're gonna go up to the Grand Rapids area, and just hang out, do a couple things. I might skip over to the Tim Hortons in Kalamazoo and get some Timbits to take home. I haven't had any of those in a long time, and they're a nice little bite. But all right. I don't even know. Yep, I'm in frame. I'm watching the road, so I wasn't watching you guys, which is the safe thing to do. Right down there is the Haunted Scream Park. We have a big Haunted Scream Park here. It's quite popular. It gets really busy on the weekends, and they've been having decent weekend weather. But now I gotta go because I gotta get on the bypass and roll. Sushi for lunch. I'm in Grand Rapids at a buffet. Okay, just got home. I hardly filmed it all, I'm sorry. I think that the last thing you saw was my quick clip of my sushi. Then we stopped down the road at Crumble Cookie. These are just chocolate chip. But I'm going to flip you around and show you the flavors of the day. And that sun is really bright behind my big fat head. There we go. Hang on. There it is. This is a Funfetti milkshake one. White Oreo something or other. Brownie batter, peanut butter crunch, something. I don't know. They look really good. And then, hang on. I'm going to turn you back around on my big fat face. Hang on. In the back. Why don't I turn this way so there is no window behind me? So yeah. I got cookies. There's some donut holes, some Timbits. I got apples, head of cabbage, Concord grapes. And Dad just left to go call bingo. He's back to calling bingo tonight. He does it this week and next week. I got to sit here and look at the pouch that came from the shop. Dad took payroll over while I was gone today. And we always swap pouches. I send them payroll in a pouch and they send one back. That way if they have any kind of receipts for me or checks for me or whatever. Let's see if there's anything in it this week. Sometimes this is empty. Sometimes I just get the pouch back. It feels like it's empty today. Nope, there's stuff in here. Check. Papers, stuff like that I gotta look through. Alright, but I'll film more tomorrow because I'm done for the night. Well, I gotta take a picture of these cookies. I want to see a chocolate chip one. Hang on, I'll show you a chocolate chip one. Look at this thing. It's like the size of my middle of my face. God, they smell good. This is one of those things where you can't eat a whole cookie at once. You just have to break a piece off and enjoy it. But alright, I'm out. Bye. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I tried a chocolate chip crumble cookie. I ate a third earlier. And then I just ate another third. Very good. Them cookies are so huge. But tomorrow maybe I will break out the variety box and take a little bite of each one and tell you which one I like the best, the least. Something to do. But, I mean, the box these 4 cookies comes in is like, this is 4 cookies. It's huge. And people were coming out with like big dozen boxes. One guy came out with a couple dozen. A woman was picking up a dozen at the curbside. And it was a hopping place. And they're kept in a warmer, and they iced them when they were ordered. It's crazy. Yes, they're expensive, but they're very good. My brain tweaked off there for a minute. Now I think it's time to empty the bladder and go lay down. Kitty's laying out there in the back room, sprawled out. Oh, wait a minute, I'll show you. She likes laying on the cool tile sometimes. She just came wandering through here when I was talking about cooking. I'm gonna try to sneak up on her without her moving. See her legs. Kitty, what are you doing out here? Hi, missus. Are you just chilling? Huh? What are you doing? Zoom in on you. Oh, it's so grainy out there. All right. Just hold the floor down. You're doing a good job. Now I'm sitting in the hallway. After Dad left and I talked to you guys for a second, I was sitting there watching the first show. I was watching a little bit of it. And I'm like, I thought I heard a door, but then I'm like, no, I don't hear anything. Because you know how you mute something and you're like, do I hear anything? And then a few minutes later, above the kitchen sink, that window was open, I hear, Stacy, are you in there? It scared the crap out of me. It was my cousin Ronnie. I said, just open up the garage door, it's not locked. And because Dad's gone, he'll lock it when he gets home. And so he came in and sat and talked to me for about, I don't know, a half hour, 40 minutes. He was early for his chiropractor adjustment, so me and him talked about work, employees, stuff that's happening. Because we haven't really got to sit down and talk in a while. So yeah. But man, scared me. He scared me. Okay, I'm off again. I'll be back tomorrow. I didn't think I'd be back tonight, but I just found out some news on Facebook. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. Dad's not home yet. I have to tell this to Dad when he gets home. The other day, when we came home, we happened to go down a road we never go. Hi, kitty. And stop and see friends that we rarely ever stop and see. I hadn't been in the driveways probably since I was a kid. And they happened to be outside. And my dad's friend Ralph and his wife Anita, and some of her family was there from out of town. And so we stopped and said hi to them. And they both came up and were standing by the van because we just pulled in for a minute to say hi. And he said they were leaving in a week to go to Florida. And he called this evening, but I didn't have the phone. And I'm like, well, Dad can call him tomorrow. He didn't leave a message. And I just see all over Facebook, Anita passed away. And I don't know what happened. I'm sure Dad will call him tomorrow. Excuse me, it's going to be a shock to Dad when I tell him when he gets home. She seemed fine 2 days ago. It's crazy. I'm kind of in shock, really. When I saw that, I'm like, are you kidding me? We were just meant to go down that road, and we were meant to stop and see them. I just know it. This is crazy. Oh, Anita was the sweetest lady. But alright, that just kind of shook me, and I had to talk. And Kitty's got to lay on her little blankie. Right, Kitty? But alright, now I got to wait for Dad to get home. He is... Oh man, okay, bye. This morning, can you tell I'm not awake yet? I've made the executive decision. I'm going to put each of these in a baggie and put them in the freezer, so that way, one day, in a few weeks, if I want a warm chocolate chip cookie, I could just take it out of the freezer, set it on my toaster oven tray, heat it up for a few minutes, boom, hot cookie. The other four I'm going to try later for you guys, but the chocolate chip cookie is very good. It's impossible to eat one whole cookie. I suppose you could, but the one I ate last night in thirds. Like I broke a piece off, ate it. A few hours later, broke another piece off, and then I ate the last piece after I found out our friend passed away, and waiting for Dad to come home. He's at the dentist. When he comes home, he'll probably call his friend Ralph, whose wife had passed. I'm not awake. I'm totally not awake. Alright, and it's not even early. It's like 9, it's almost 10 o'clock. But I did not sleep well last night. Tossed and turned. But okay. I gotta snap to it. Snap to it, Stacy. Bye. Cookies are in the freezer. Put them each in their own little bag. Sucked all the air out. Shut them real quick. Then I cleaned the bottom shelf of the freezer. I took a couple things out and threw them away that's old and freezer burned and like a brick. One was like a thing of chicken nuggies. What else did I just throw away? Oh, the last few pot stickers in a bag. I wasn't a fan of them. And the box I had my little half chicken sandwich things in that I get at Costco. There's 4 left, so I just stuck those in the freezer. So, next week I'll do the top shelf. I'm trying to get between the windows. So now I'm going to get me some cantaloupe, cut up cantaloupe for breakfast to take in my room while I work. I'm not going anywhere today. Just going to be here at the house. Might cook a little later. Dad's going to clean his squash, which I'm going to pop in the oven. He always cuts them in half and cleans them, and then I do all the others. I get the foil out, I get the butter out, I get the brown sugar out, and I get them all ready and get them in the oven. Because they got to cook for like an hour or so. So I'm just babbling now. My mind's just like blah, 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 blah. Alright, I'll be back. Dad just cut our squash in half, and I got a little stack of foil here. I'll wrap each one in foil, but first I'll put a little tablespoon of butter in the cup, along with a sprinkle of brown sugar, and then I'll wrap them up. I'm preheating the oven to 350 now, and that's all we do. Let them roll until they're tender, about an hour or so. Just got all my squash in the oven. My dad called his friend earlier, Ralph, and talked to him and asked what had happened to Anita. And because we saw them on Sunday, and yesterday she just collapsed, and they called 911 and they told them to do compressions until EMTs got there, and they could never revive her. It was her heart, I guess. She's never had any problems, never had any inklings of anything happening, but when she collapsed, that was it. There was no they could not bring her back. Her sister happened to be there from Colorado, I want to say. They were visiting there for a few days and then going to Pennsylvania. And so Ralph said him and her switched off until the EMTs got there, hoping they could keep Anita going. So it's just crazy, because they were supposed to leave this coming weekend to go to Florida to their house down there, because they live half the year down there and half the year up here. So just sad, that is for sure. It's crazy. But alright, off I go. I'm getting the table set for dinner. We have radishes. We haven't had these in a while. Some pepper, cut up onion to put on our, there's smoked sausage, a couple hot dogs. These are our squash. Cut up the last of my little cucumbers I bought at the farmer's market. There's the last of our... Do I hear you? Where are you? Hi, Mrs. Hi, Kitty. There's nothing here for you right now. It's all vegetables on the table. We're waiting. We're waiting for the humper. Yeah. Kitty. Hi. Hi there. Okay. Now, he's up there. See his little head? I'm chilling just by the backyard. Alright, I'm going to put all my clips together for the last couple days. I'll see you later. One more thing. I did do a crumble cookie taste test, but I'm going to do that as its own. It's like a 4-minute video, so I'm going to do that one separate because it makes it too long for me to upload for my phone. So that's all. So you'll see that one later. Bye.